Hey guys, it's Kelly. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another Halloween makeup look. This one was requested, so we're going to do a Scarecrow makeup look. If you have not already, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of my videos. I'm going to keep this one relatively simple just because I guess my last one was pretty simple other than the neck piece that I did with the angel, but the other two that I've done have been very in-depth. So this one's just going to be more of a simple, cutesy Scarecrow. And the thing I like about this look too is you can make it as simple or extravagant as you want. So I've already started out with just my normal face routine. I've got my foundation, my bronzer. I don't have any highlight on. Wow, I forgot to highlight. So I'll highlight later, I guess. Eyebrows, set it, forget it. That's where we're at. So do your basic face makeup routine, whatever you do. If you wear foundation, if you don't, you know, whatever. And I'm going to start on the eyes. I will show you everything I use. I will explain what I'm doing, but I will say first off, you do not have to do anything extravagant. I think doing just a simple glitter on the eyes and then maybe a winged liner would be cute, or just mascara, or even just going in with an orange eyeshadow and buffing it in the crease and all over the lid just a little bit, because I'm going to be using orange accents throughout the rest of my face. So I think that would be cute to accent as well. I am going to go in a little bit more just because I have a new eyeshadow that I really want to use. That's my reasoning. So like I said, you can do whatever you want with the eyes. Keep it simple, keep it extravagant, whatever. We're not doing anything crazy, just doing whatever eye look you want. The new shadow I picked up today was by MAC. Oh, look how pretty that lid is. This is the Stairs to the Stars Spellbinder Shadow. I don't know if you guys can tell, but it looks velvet, and there's my fingerprint right in there. That's fine. It looks velvet, and it has the most amazing velvet texture. If you go into an Ulta anytime soon, just go feel this. That's pretty much the main reason I bought it. Oh, I cannot get over the feeling of it. And this shade, actually, this was the only one of these left at my Ulta. There was a blue shade. It was like a smoky blue shade, and then this shade, and I totally thought I grabbed the blue shade because this was in the blue shade slot, and this is the one I originally wanted. I'm like, I'll still get the other one anyway, so I am happy that I accidentally got this one. I'm gonna base my makeup look off around that because I want to use it. It's so pretty. So I will zoom you in. We'll do my eyes quick. I'll say it one more time for the people in the back. Do whatever you want for your eyes. You don't have to do anything special. I'm just doing something because I want to do something fun. I got my James Charles Murphy palette. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I have already primed my eyes. I always prime it with my concealer, and then I set it with my setting powder. But I'm first going to go in this color in the crease, and then I'm going to go in with this color here with the crease. I don't know any of the shade names because I lost the film that has it all on there, so sorry. Actually, you know what? I don't even have to go in with that first shade because I guess it would mostly be basically just to set it because it's kind of my skin tone. So I'm going to go straight in with the other one. I'm going to just do the same thing on the other side though, because if you do something on one eye, no matter what, you have to do it on the other eye or you will get different results. So I'm going to go in with that shade, the other shade I showed you, and go through the crease and a little bit higher above. That first brush that I went in with was my Morphe M441. The Morphe brushes that I have you can all get at Ulta, and they're like anywhere from $4 to $6 a piece. They're pretty cheap, and they are my everyday brushes, so if you guys are interested. The next brush I'm going in with is the M433, and I am going to take this brighter orange right here. This is a fluffy brush as well, but it's a little more, it's flat on this side and then skinnier on the other, so it's easy to get into the crease. I'm just going to kind of pat it in the crease, and then I'll bring it down more on the lid as well. Next, I'm going to take my Morphe M507. This is another blending brush, but it's a lot smaller and skinnier. And then I'm going to go into the orange shade right next to the bright one. This is the one I took last time. I'm going to into this one here. Now I'm going to just pop this mostly in the outer corner, and I will drag it in the crease as well. I'm just creating more and more depth. Now I'm going to go back in with the M433, the last brush I used. I'm not putting any more product on, but I'm just going to sweep it in the crease just to make sure all these colors are blended, blend out any harshness of that last dark color that I just added on. I'm going to add just a touch of the brighter orange back into the crease and bring it just a little bit higher as well. This is the point where I'm going to bring in, I got a mess in front of me, wow. I'm going to bring in the Stairs to the Stars MAC Spell Blinder Shadow. That's a lot to say, guys, it's a lot. And I'm going to pack this all over the lid. I'm starting it on the middle and bringing it to the inner corner as well. I'll bring it towards the outer corner after most of this is all blended out, because I want to keep that orange on the outside, on the outer corner, but I mean I can always bring in more orange back in, but I want most of the intensity to be on the middle of the eye for this. This is so gorgeous. Oh. Now I'm just going to go back in with the 507 in the outer corner. No extra product on this. Anything that's left over is what I'm buffing out, and then I'll bring it through the crease as well, just to make sure the color that I just laid down is blended in with everything. Okay, before I do the inner corner highlight, I'm going to take the 433 again, the one that I used the bright orange shade on. I'm not taking any other product again. I'm just going to run this under my lower lash line. Add a little bit more of the bright orange onto the brush. Now the bright orange I'll take down a little bit further. It'll just help create a little bit more smokiness. And then I'll go in with the 507 in the darker orange again and run that under the lash line, keeping it closer to the lash line than I did with the brighter shade. This is a Moda Studio brush. These are not specifically labeled, so I don't know what brush this is. It's just a longer pencil brush. I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlight. I feel like I haven't used that in a while, so I'm going to highlight the inner corner as well as my brow bone. I needed to raise my brows so bad. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got both eyes pretty much complete, I think, eyeshadow wise. It looks okay. I'm going to have to play around with this a little more to figure out the best ways to make it work, because I feel like every time I touched it, it came off. I had to keep reapplying it, and then some of it ended up getting under here. So it's beautiful. I just think it's a topper that once you're all done with your eyeshadow, like if you did a smoky eye, this would be beautiful to just pop on once you're done and you don't have any more blending to do. Then it'd work awesome. So just a quick first impressions on that. Next thing I'm going to use, this is another product that I just bought today. Ulta just got KWW Beauty in their store, so they've got lipsticks, eyeshadow palettes, and their eyeshadow palettes actually look very pretty. So I ended up picking up an eyeliner. This is the shade Rust. I do like the packaging a lot, first of all, but this shade is absolutely beautiful. It's right here, and it was only $10. The other thing that's so fantastic about this, if you like Urban Decay eyeshadows, this is an absolute perfect shade dupe for the shade Torch from Urban Decay's eyeliners. Perfect dupe. I swatched them side by side and you cannot tell them apart. They look exactly the same. I will say the formula of the Urban Decay one might be a little bit smoother or like creamy, but this is still a very good formula. So I'm going to pop this in the waterline on top and bottom. So give me a sec. Just to show you the difference, this is one eye with it on and this is the eye without. I think it makes a huge difference. I'm so glad I got it. Ooh. There's something in my eye. Next thing I'm gonna do is take my Hank and Henry Slick With It Blickety Black eyeliner, liquid eyeliner, and just line the top waterline real quick. I don't know why I do this to myself. I truly don't know why. Oh no, it's leaking. I know I can't do a winged eyeliner, so why I'm trying to do a baby wing, I don't know. And now I just smudged it. Damn it. I'll just use my NARS Climax mascara. I usually put my L'Oreal telescopic mascara underneath and then this on top, but just for the sake of me not wasting my mascara, I'm just using one. What is that? 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 Oh my god, how many things I'm gonna get in my eye today? Lord. Okay, my eyes are done for now, I think. We need to do a nose. Okay, the next I'm gonna do is make a little patch on my nose. I'm not looking at any pictures right now, but pictures I've seen before of scarecrows always have a little patch on their nose. So I'm gonna stick with the James Charles Morphe palette. I'm gonna use another brush from Moda Studio. This one is actually an eyebrow brush. It's very thin and it's got a little bit of an angle to it. If you don't have any of these brushes, paintbrushes, you might be able to find paintbrushes that'll actually work. Even just a simple, straight, like tiny paintbrush will do really well because I'm just going to outline it first. Plus a pack of paintbrushes will also have like blending brushes in there as well if you don't have those. Paintbrushes are always a great place to start. All right, I'm gonna dip into that darker orange shade and I'm just going to start making a raindrop shape on my nose, I guess. And this is just to outline it. If you screw up, the eyeshadow will rub off. Or you can rub it off and just pat back over it with your foundation brush. So just sketch out what you want, and then once you get your shape how you want it, you can take a bigger brush and fill it in. I'm going to use another Moda brush and just dot that in with the dark orange still. Now, if you do not have like the James Charles Morphe palette, and you don't own any orange shades, a great place to look would be in the blush section. If you don't want to buy an entire palette, like colorful palette that you're never going to use again, look for a blush. Blushes often have very pretty orange shades, or you can probably find just a single shadow for orange. Or, I mean, I think Walmart, Target, all those places will usually have a palette with some colors in it, and then even if you don't use the palette too often, at least you'll have it if you need it, I guess. But like I said, just look for single shadows and blushes, or you could just do face paint. That works too. And then I'm just going to take my finger with the light orange and pack it on top. Then I just have a little bit more dimension. Got that highlight with the orange. And then again, I'm going to take that pencil brush and I'm going to go in, should I do brown or black? Let's do brown. I'm going to go in a brown shade in that palette. And I'm going to outline the teardrop shape that I just did. Okay, now what I'm doing is just creating little lines, basically to act as the stitches holding my nose on. This is really difficult when you have the world's shakiest hands. Okay, originally I was gonna do a black mouth with black stitching, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do orange lips with brown stitching of the mouth, because I feel like the lips should still be a different color. I went through my drawers and found all of my orange lippies to show you some products that you may be able to get. So one of my favorites is my Stila Stay All Day lipstick in the shade Venezia. I know this you can purchase at Ulta. It is $21. So I do have some cheaper stuff that you can get at Walmart. This is the, what is this? This one is by Wet n Wild. It is the liquid catsuit in the shade Flame of the Game. These I think are about $5. And it's this one right here. Gorgeous, gorgeous red orange shade. And this is definitely a wearable shade to wear again, and for $5, I mean. Another one that I have that you can pick up at Target, this is Sonia Kashuk in the shade Corally Nude. This is obviously, it's more coral, so it's got a little more pinky tones to it, so it's right there compared to the last one. I've got a messy, messy hand. This one again is at Target. It is on the cheaper end. I don't know an exact price right now. Another one you could pick up at Walmart. This is by Revlon. This is the Kiss Cushion Lip Tint. I wore this before, but I think it was for makeup, but I don't remember how it lasted or anything. So this is much more of a peachy orange, and again, it is a lip stain, not a lipstick, so it's going to be a little more comfortable on the lips, but it's not going to be as bold and probably not going to stay as long. Recommendations is getting the liquid catsuit because that is going to stay on all day. They might have some more orangey shades too if you're going for that. I am going to take this CoverGirl Lip Perfection in the shade 215 Passion. It is a red lip liner. Gonna line my lips quick and then we'll fill them in. Okay, so I lined the lips, I lined everything, and then I kept a little bit more towards the outer corners, so then when I layer the orange lipstick on, it's just more dimension, guys. So I am just gonna do the liquid catsuit one. Ugh, that's so pretty. I don't know what the point of lining my lips was because I just went outside of every single line possible. Biggest thing with this lipstick is to make sure you moisturize, wear chapstick all day. You can even put chapstick underneath this because this is going to get very drying. The next thing I'm going to do is create the mouth. So the first thing I'm going to do is take a small packing brush. It could be a fluffy brush too, that's fine. Just a small one. And I am going to go into the brighter orange shade and basically start the outline for where I want my mouth smile to go. You do not have to be perfect with this because either A, you can wipe it off, or B, one of the main reasons I'm doing it, not only to outline where I'm going, but also to create shading. I basically followed the line up to the top of my ears, which also goes into my contour line. So that's pretty much all I did. This is a step you can skip. This for me is just creating a little bit more shading. And then I'm going to go now into that darker orange shade and do exactly what I did with the yellow shade, or the brighter orange shade, on top again, just to create more dimension. Another step that you can skip but gives the look a little bit more pop, and also, like I said, helps with where you're going. Okay, now I'm going to take the eyeliner brush that the eyebrow pencil brush, angled eyebrow brush thing that I've been using, that I used for the nose, taking that same brown shade, any brown, and I'm going to go straight over top of the orange lines that I just did. Okay, so far what I did, just went in with that brown. I also got closer to the lips and actually brought that brown into the lips, lining both the top and the bottom a little bit, and then blending it in just mainly in the corners, because otherwise there's too much of a stark difference between the brown and the orange, whereas if you blend them both together, and it just makes them look a little bit more seamless and like they're supposed to be together. And then so right here, just a little bit thicker at the corner of the mouth, and then it gets really thinned out as you go up. So I'm going to just quickly do the same thing on the other side. Okay, cool. So far so good. I'm just now going to continue with that brown, but I'm now going to start doing some X's and basically lines to create the stitching onto the mouth. This is another thing too, that first, if you wanted, you could go in with the orange shade of shades first to create the X's, make more of a thick line, and then go over top of it with the brown, again, to create more shading. Okay, done. I ended up going in with an even deeper, like deep dark, almost black brown over top of some of the X's and lines, just because I can't help myself. Dang it, I forgot to do the cheeks. I wanted to do the cheeks before the mouth. Okay, so I'm going to take a brush, bigger brush, and dip into both of my orange shades. Smile, get the apples of my cheeks, and pack that orange right on. And I don't want it blended out. I just want it in a circle. Yeah, this I wanted to do before the mouth. So if you are doing this yourself, before the mouth, not after. This is one of the makeup brush examples that you could have been using to create the mouth and the outline of the nose. It's very small, it's very precise. You can also get a paintbrush and do the same thing with it. So this is the type of brush that I'm looking for now to do the next step, which again, you don't have to do this next step, but I think it does add to the character. So what I'm gonna do is take that same brown shade that I've been using, put it just on the very tip of that brush, and I'm going to start dotting it around and creating some faux freckles. These don't have to be perfect. Freckles come in all shapes and sizes. My face is actually covered in them. The great thing about faux freckles is if you screw up, all you have to do is take either your like foundation brush or a sponge and just pat over it real quick, and it will blend them down to where they're very faint or you can't see them at all. Like the more you blend it, the less you can see of it. So if you screw up, it's not that big a deal. You can get rid of them. Basically, you just go up and around your nose and then in this area here. And you also want to bring some up on your forehead just a little bit. Okay, now the next thing I'm going to do to create just a little bit more. Actually, I don't know if I should make those cheeks like they've been stitched on. Should I? I feel like it's too late. What I'm going to do is take a pencil brush, a stiff pencil brush, but it's a little bit fluffy still, and take a very light brown and go around my cheeks. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to use the same brown. Go around my cheeks, around the orange circle we've created, and make these become more of a patch, because otherwise they are just too out there. This is another reason why this would have been way easier to do first rather than after the mouth. This brush is creating more of a shadow rather than the harsh line like that I have on my mouth. This is easiest to create that initial circle to start out with. Then I'm going to go in with the pencil brush or the eyebrow brush, whatever brush you were using, and go over now this line to create the outline. Or you could just create the outline or just leave it here at the shading. You don't have to do both. I just think the more dimension something has, not always, but the better it looks for me. Okay, then I'm going to take my finger and take that bright orange and pop it in the center of there. Again, it's just acting as a little bit of a highlight on top of that darker orange that's on there, and then around the shading. And then I'm going to take the same brush that I've been using and create stitches on these pieces as well. Okay, so you could stop here. This is very cute. Again, do the face first, then the eyes, the nose, cheeks, and then the mouth. Do the mouth last. I don't know why I did the mouth. first or second. That was silly. That was silly. Don't do it. Don't make the same mistakes, all right? That's why I'm here to make them for you. Next thing I'm going to do, just do a little bit more, is take the same lipstick that we used on our lips, take the same pencil brush that I used to create my freckles, and create some little orange freckles. Just do the same thing that you just did with the brown shadow. I'm just doing it a little bit more sparse, just for a little bit of a pop of orange, you know? I think this is pretty much done. Then what I would do is wear my hair down, get a little Scarecrow hat. I don't have any of that, so I'm not gonna do it. We'll wear a little plaid shirt probably. I don't know. I think it's cute. It's easy enough. I mean, it's as simple as you want to make it, basically. Because all you have to do is an eye look. You don't even have to do an eye look. You can just put mascara on, just make some rosy orange cheeks, wear some lipstick, draw a mouth. You don't have to do any of the shading. I just can't not do any of the shading. So again, make it as simple or as extravagant as you want. Hopefully you guys can find these products at a store near you, or in your own makeup drawers, so you don't have to be spending a bunch of money for a Halloween costume. It's easy. It's simple. All right, that's it. I wish I had a hat to show you the final look all together, but you know, you get it. It's cute. It's fine. All right, cool. Thanks. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know what you want to see in my next video, and we'll see you later.